Hello everybody, I thought I'd do a video on a question I get asked about a lot, and it's all sort of various questions that all get asked of sort of various sorts about these, and it's what is the difference or what are the advantages of half face masks compared to full face masks and vice versa, and all sorts of different questions like that. And I've done videos before obviously where I've talked about like the different levels of protection, where obviously this gives you more protection than something like this. But there's obviously times where it's not so much an emergency scenario and you need a respirator for practical use. And then why is this sort of better because of that and things like that. So let's make a start. So one of the advantages with a forgive me, I have a bit of a cold or hay fever or something at the moment. One of the advantages of masks like this is obviously they are very lightweight compared to a full face mask. This mask is probably like 200 grams, something like that, with the filters on. It's really lightweight. They're also quite convenient. This is done up with sort of a back, sort of elasticated strap, and the head sort of band. So what you can do is put the back strap on first and clip that together, and then for convenience you can walk around with the mask like that, not on your face. When you want to put it on, you can put your nose into it with the chin area, then stretch this strap over. So obviously, a big advantage, as much as it's not always the most comfortable thing, a big advantage with these sort of masks is you can wear it with glasses on. I can't get the glasses to sit quite as flush as I normally would, but I can obviously see with my glasses on with a mask like this. It's lightweight. This particular 3M model is made with silicone, so it's a lot more comfortable than a lot of rubber masks. It folds into your face a lot more. The strap system is quite primitive, but it makes a lot of sense. You've got kind of this skull cap thing held on with elastic, and then obviously you've got the back strap as described. Basically, if you only put the mask on without the back strap and just with this full head strap, it wouldn't necessarily sit flush with your chin. So you're keeping it pulled in at the bottom of that strap and sort of pulled up in the right position with the head strap. But you know, obviously masks like this won't protect your eyes. That's a big thing to point out. If you wore swimming goggles or something, you could probably protect your eyes. But the advantage is, of course, you can wear glasses with it without having specialist glasses frames fitted to the inside of a full-size gas mask. So, little masks like this work like this. You can get ABEC and ABEC-P filters and all that for these sort of masks anyway. Regardless of the brand, you can get various filters. Some have like the smaller filters on each side, some have a bigger filter in the middle. But the idea is that, you know, it's like a gas mask cut down to just the oral nasal cup area and the intake-outtake valve, rather than actually being a full-face respirator. But as said, the advantages are this is lighter, they're more comfortable for wearing for longer periods of time. This one's designed quite well because it's designed so if you sneeze or you have sweat or condensation, that goes onto the front of the mask, which then drains out of the exhale valve, so you don't need a fancy, you know, system like the Scott GSR has that's clunky and horrible. You've got a very primitive system that works well enough. So, I'd say another advantage of this is better situational awareness. The reason being, the only part of my vision that's cut off by this is if I look down, I can't see lower than these filters, but that's still quite a, good view I've got down there. Compared to a normal mask, I've got a much better field of view. The nose bit, if I look directly down, as long as my eyes aren't zigzagged, that ghosts, so you don't see that. It's only about this level where I can't see lower than, but obviously very easy to turn your head and look at stuff with a mask like this on. All very practical. But of course, it doesn't offer the same level of protection as a full face mask. So if you're in contact with chemicals that might get into your eyes, it's obviously much safer wearing a full face respirator than wearing a half mask and then maybe wearing swimming goggles or some sort of chemical glasses on. Having your entire face covered by a big rubber mask is much better in that regard. The other advantage of these is because it gets a bit heavier, generally half face masks have lighter weight filters on, whereas you can go to the proper canister filter options with one of these bigger masks. So obviously that's a big advantage. It offers better protection and you can put longer lasting, bigger filters on it. Disadvantage though, I'd have to take my glasses off to actually use this mask, unless I get specialist frames fitted to the inside of the mask. I'm not going to be able to get it on like that. So let's get this on.
Now, being this one's the Israeli civilian one, it's quite easy to put on and take off. This actually has got the neck strap on it, which is quite useful. So you can hang it around your neck when you actually haven't got the mask on, a bit like the 3M half mask. Although this is bigger and bulkier, does the same thing. So as I was saying, my field of view is definitely much smaller in a mask like this, obviously, as you can see. Because my eyes aren't directly up to the lenses, the field of view is smaller. But obviously, saying that, I said, can't wear glasses with it, but my eyes are totally protected from any sort of acidic gases, alkali gases, or just conventional poisonous gases that can get into the eye. If you're just using a mask for like allergy reasons, or to work with dust, obviously half masks are fine, but bear in mind that some allergies will still get into your eyes and cause your eyes to be itchy. So using a gas mask like this for hay fever is a bit excessive, but it would do the job at least. Now, another advantage of full face respirators is you can wear them with NBC hoods. With half face respirators, that's obviously not the case, because you're going to have exposed skin all around your face, even if you did wear goggles with it. So masks like this are obviously the ones that work well with an NBC suit and everything like that. But again, it all comes down to what you want the mask for. If you simply wanted a, like convenient little mask that you could keep in your car glove box or something like that, the half-face masks are great. Obviously, again, as I was saying, they won't protect your eyes, but you have better situational awareness. If I was driving, I'd definitely rather have a half-face mask than a full-face mask. Obviously, your situational awareness and field of view will depend a lot on a full-face respirator. Big panoramic lens masks that come around like that give you a much better field of view, but they're still not going to be as good as a half-face mask.
So let's go over a quick pros and cons. The pros of a mask like this: very light, easy to carry around with you, doesn't get in the way of your field of view. You can wear it with glasses if you want to wear glasses without having expensive specialist glasses fitted to the inside of an actual respirator. And these are generally quite cheap to buy as well. Buying a brand new one of these is like £10 to £20. Buying a mask, especially if it's not a surplus one, costs a lot more. So you can protect yourself very easily with a half-face mask. Obviously it does depend on brand, but as I said before, like 3M masks, the filters are really easy to find. You can buy them on Amazon and eBay. Filters like this are like a £5 for the pair, so that's great value for what they are. But the disadvantages, of course, is it doesn't protect your eyes. Yes, you could wear some sort of goggles with it, but you can't protect your whole face. There's still going to be skin and that around where you won't be able to get an NBC hood, CBRN hood to cover it. That's not a problem with this sort of mask. The filters will also last longer on bigger masks because they're chunkier filters, but these obviously weigh a lot more. I don't think there's half-face masks with drinking systems as well, if you're that concerned about the drinking tubes. So really it depends. If you want the full level of protection, you obviously want a full face mask. If you want a lower level of protection but more of a convenience thing, you want a half face mask. If you're working with nastier chemicals or exposed to nastier chemicals, you want a full face mask simply because it protects your eyes with no additional goggles or whatever else. So, there are advantages and disadvantages to two. If you're only going to get one mask, I'd say go with a full face mask simply because it offers much better levels of protection. But if you want something that can be used, if you have allergies for stuff, or you can fit with chemical filters if need be, then yeah, half masks are brilliant for that. And as I said, if you wanted it for driving or something like that, it's much better to have one of these on than a big chunky thing like that. So, yeah, advantages and disadvantages to either. You'd have to weigh up for yourself what you want, or get one of each, But that's the difference between half masks and full face masks, really.